We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 7. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And he finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. J.C. Jackson normally in coverage, this time coming up and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Herbert on first down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Six 0 our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Touchdown! Donald Parham from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Let's go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers caught, and the ball is knocked out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll give to Hall. And oh, he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Over the middle. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Straight ahead is Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throw right side complete to Carter.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And now the ball's out, full near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here's Hall again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On the draw, it's Hall.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rodgers now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. It's Johnston.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Allen's got it, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 45 yards.
And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the 2nd half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Rodgers.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Rodgers. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 8 yards out.
And the Jets have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll go option to the short side, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Johnston. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
It's Eckler again. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Here is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ball again on 2nd down. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run with Hall.
Room here to run. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Everett there, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
102 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On second down, a run with Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A handoff for Hall. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers
down 28-21, a minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Herbert going to throw.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Herbert.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Herbert to throw.
He's got Eckler, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Herbert. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Throwing, Herbert.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Herbert.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow